Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Total Football the Dutch Way. In today's episode we've got 2 league games against Go Ahead Eagles and NAC Breda. But before that I've got a few things to update you on. We'll get the bad news out of the way first. Since the last episode we've only managed to win 1 game, and that was our 3rd round cup match against De Graafschap, who are currently up in the top 3 or 4 in our division, but it was a team we'll play regularly this season, so I didn't see the point in including it in the episode. We've got Groningen in the quarter final, so I might make that part of the next episode. We've also had an update on our youth candidate preview. We've got some decent players coming through in terms of goalkeeper, centre-back, wingers, a forward and a striker. It's described as an excellent group of players coming through. However, the midfield options that are coming through don't seem as strong. We've also been able to ask the board to improve the youth facilities at the club. It's going to cost around £2 million to complete, but it'll be finished just after the start of next season. And I'm sure that eagle-eyed of you will have noticed that we've also got £207,000 in our transfer budget, and that's because we sold Sam Leightonschutz to FC Utrecht during this January window for just over £500,000 in total. They negotiated hard, but we eventually got them up to a figure that I was happy with. And we've also been able to bring in a few players, 3 transfers, and then Jarno van den Bos from Go Ahead. That was 77,000 in compensation. So we've got Dylan George, who's an attacking midfielder who can play on both sides, 21 years old, 3-star current ability and 5-star potential, just coming in as another option and could end up being another one on the conveyor belt. Nelson Azevedo, 21-year-old Belgian, is valued at 475,000 and we got him for nothing. A 4-star current ability, 5-star potential. So even if he isn't part of the team long term, we should be able to move him on for a profit even at the end of the season. Then Van den Bos, a right back, he must have been bought in by one of my head of youth development or my director of football. As you know, I wouldn't have signed a fullback. And then a left back who was also bought in by the director of football, I believe. So we've been able to add some players and in attacking areas. Now today we're playing Go Ahead, who are currently down in 19th. So I think what we might do is switch back to the vertical tiki-taka. Try and be a bit more positive and see how things go. Azevedo had a good match during the cup game and he would be starting if it wasn't for his condition being 75%. So we line up today with Bakker in goal, Smal, Van der Ven and Tol as a back 3 with Platt just ahead of them, Rundekamp and Vlak in central midfield, with Doodman, Antonucci and Merkin supporting Jim Beers up front. So let's get into the game. Assertively tell the players to go and pile on the misery today. And that didn't go well. did it? Let's see. No, not even the assistant manager could save it. Go ahead, get the game underway. And now they're coming at us down their left hand side. No. Oh, fortunately, Toll just gets a warning there. He could have been sent off in the first minute. And Go Ahead put the free kick in, but it just gets headed over and comes to nothing. And now this is our first highlight. Merkin throws it long, and Go Ahead can only put it out for a corner. Antonucci swings it in. Toll's there at the back post, but Go Ahead get it clear, and they're trying to counter us now. They get the cross in, but the header sails over. And we win the ball back down in our left back position. And Jim Beers now shoots from range, and what a goal that is. It's only his third goal of the season. But he just got a bit of space on the edge of the box. As you can see, Platt with the long ball forward, and Antonucci flicks it onto Beers, who gets a bit of space just outside the box and just unleashes a rocket into the bottom corner. And now Go Ahead have equalised. We half cleared the corner, but Go Ahead picked it back up and recycled the ball. Cross comes in and a header from level with the penalty spot, and things are level. Let's see if we can get a bit of creativity before half time. Go Ahead, put another free kick in from a dangerous area. They've recycled it again. Fortunately, this time Bakker makes a save. Long throw in from Vlach straight to their goalkeeper. Under no pressure whatsoever. He plays a long ball forward. And it's out wide. Go Ahead now. Bakker with another important save on the stroke of half time. And once again, we've been dominating the ball, but we haven't necessarily had the best chances. One shot on target, and that was Beers' goal. So, assertively tell them that I'm not happy. Merkin looks stressed, but he's got the joint worst rating in the team so far, so we get the second half underway. Rundekamp now. Ball out wide, looking for Doodman, but it's too high and goes out for a throw in. Smell now with a free kick. Looking for Beers, but can only find Go Ahead. And now they're coming at us. And was that a save? No, just went over. Now we've got a long throw in there, and looked like Antonucci got the header, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. Time to make some changes. Take Platt off as he's on 60%, and then we'll bring on Azevedo for Doodman. And we'll bring on El Azuzi for Merkin. Let's see if we can get a winner in this game. Tell them to show some passion. Now Smell with a free kick. Ball goes in. It's cleared, but Runderkamp's there. And he loses out. And now Go Ahead and through. And Bakker makes a save. Van der Ven with the ball forward to Azevedo, who gets his shot away. And then El Azuzi was there at the back post. And now Go Ahead have got a throw in. 5 minutes left. Tell them to push forward. And now we've got a corner. Antonucci puts it in. Toll was there at the back post. Runderkamp now with a long range shot. Another save from their goalkeeper. And Go Ahead coming at us. But we get blocked the cross and it's put out for a corner, which will come in now. Toll heads clear, but only so far, and then Bakker manages to save the shot. Another corner for Go Ahead. Runderkamp half clears it. Toll's there to finish the job. And now Beers, can he play it through? Azevedo is through, but he's just not quick enough. Eerdhuizen almost wins it back. And he does this time. Azevedo to Antonucci. Eerdhuizen forward to Beers. He gets on the end of his own flick on. Runderkamp's there. Oh, we've lost out again. And now Go Ahead coming back at us. Cross comes in. Bakker with a save. And we're into added time. It's been end to end in these last 5 minutes. Long throw in, but it's straight to their goalkeeper again. The highlights continuing, but that's it. That's full time. Another draw against a team that we should really have been beating, but we were away from home, so we're not really that much better than them. So tell the boys they're unlucky. So now we'll run through to the next game against NAC Breda, who are third in the table. So it'll be a much more difficult game, I imagine, that one. So we're back for our next game against NAC Breda. We haven't done any other business during January. Today's the deadline of the transfer window. We've made one change from the last game, with Azevedo coming in for Merkin on the right. We've also switched back to the Gegenpress, playing a team that are high up in the league. As you can see, I gave everybody a couple of days rest between matches, and that's improved the fitness a lot, because a lot of the players were getting tired, which I think part of it is the fact that they're so young as well. But let's get into the game. Let's just tell them to play their natural game. And Breda get the game underway. This is ridiculous. We're playing in orange while Breda are playing in yellow. So during the highlights you can barely tell the difference between the two teams. So Brader now with the throw in, coming forward. They've got it out wide. Crossing is blocked, and Azevedo running in a big circle. Toll now gives it forward. Beers is there, plays through to Antonucci. Shot from long range. Oh, the goalkeeper just got his fingers to it to tip it round the post. And Antonucci puts the corner in. Nobody's there. And it's tell our players to get creative. And Smell now steps up with a free kick. Oh, so close. And then Beers tries to pounce on the rebound. But the goalkeeper manages to get there. And at half time, been a fairly even game. We've been dominating the possession again. But it's 0-0, which wouldn't be such a bad result against a team of Brader's quality. Tell them to dig in, we deserve to win. And Toll plays it all the way to Bakker, who plays it out to Smell. And now Brader with a free kick down the line. They keep it in, but Platt's there to intercept. Azevedo there, gives the ball away sloppily. Fortunately, Brader's chance went wide. And now Brader coming forward. Gonna try and cross it in, but the first cross is blocked. Second cross comes in and Bakker saves the header. We're going to go up to positive and demand more. See if we can try and get a winner late on. All their players are uninterested. Now they're focused. Oh. Now Platt to Rundekamp. Dudeman, who's picked up a knock. Rundekamp forward to Beers. Vlak now. Azevedo. Just over the bar. Curling shot. Azevedo again now. Gives it to Vlak. Antonucci now. Platt. Rundekamp. Back to Platt. Rundekamp again. Dudeman. Drops it back to Platt. We're passing the ball round. We just need to do something with it. Vlak now. Back to Platt. Out wide to Dudeman. Platt this time to Antonucci. Now it's Rundekamp. We've been forced backwards here. And that's full time. That is the longest highlight I've seen to get to full time when nothing actually happened. But 0-0. Another game where we haven't been beaten. Tell the lads that they were unlucky. We're in 13th place at the moment. We've been around mid-table most of the season. There was a point where we were only one win outside of the playoff group up here. But we need to get back into a good run of form to even be challenging anywhere near that. As you can see, we've only won 1 in 6 so far, and that was in the cup. But hopefully the next game will be different, and maybe it was just a bad January we were having. So I think let's have a look where Groningen are. 9th in the Eredivisie. So I know it's only a 1 game gap, but I think the next episode will come back for Groningen and Almere City, as it's the quarter-final of the cup. So that could be a big game. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.